And we're live. Okay. Take two. Everybody, what's going on? Line Crew podcast, Line Crew Premier League podcast. I'm your boy, Billy Smokes. To my right is my compatriot, Joseph Artuso. Another Premier League weekend in the books. A lot of transfer news floating around. Chelsea's on crack. Liverpool sucks. Tottenham is in shambles. A lot of news floating around, Joseph. Let's dive into it, man. Let's dive into it. How do you feel, first of all? How do you feel about Tottenham just kind of shitting the bed? Let's get that out of the way, first of all.
It's on everyone's mind, William.
It's on everyone's mind. How did they lose that game?
Conte out.
Stop it.
Bad run of form. Not looking great. Out of basically the title hunt confirmed. They were my dark horse going into the year. I was very wrong.
Dude, they're still in fifth place, no?
Yeah, but I mean, they're fighting for top 4 at this point.
That's fine.
I mean,
that's where you want to be as a Tottenham fan. Like, you didn't act like, if do Tottenham fans really think they were going to win the title this year? Like, was that a legit expectation?
No, but I think they expected to compete in the Arsenal area, and with Arsenal being as good as they are right now, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, look at it from, maybe Liverpool's perspective, not to get into that yet too much, excuse me, but we look at the way that Liverpool's been playing. If you would have told me at the start of the season that you would love top 4, you would have called me crazy. Title or bust almost. But in reality, I mean, you look at a lot of teams that were title contenders at the start of the season, they've kind of really fallen off, I mean, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea are all in awful runs of form. And that's 3 teams that really could have been serious this year.
Yeah, well, first of all, when you say Conte out, that's ridiculous, because you and I were talking before the pod, and you floated a name out there, and that man's name is Thomas Tuchel.
Yes.
Is that a Joseph original, or did that come from Joseph Artuso's world famous take brain, or is that
no? So I've seen that floated. But also, could you pull up a table for? So I just shared the table. Could you pull that up real quick?
Of course I can.
Just because I want everyone to see. So Tottenham's in 5th after today. They're sitting at 33 points. Now, we're looking at Newcastle in 4th right now at 38, William. They're 5 points back. And listen to these 3 teams that are chasing Tottenham, and tell me that if you would have told a Tottenham fan that they would be in this type of area this year, they'd be happy with it. Fulham, Brighton, Brentford is the 3 teams that are hot on their tail. Because realistically, Brentford's closer to Tottenham than Tottenham is to Newcastle.
Yeah, but but are you removing the form? Are you taking, like, when you place that hypothetical down on the table, are you removing the form that they are in out of the equation? Because if I was a Tottenham fan and you tell me that, like, yeah, we're in 5th place, we're in okay form, we let one slide against Man City tonight, but we're still in 5th place, we're a game behind top 4, like, fuck the teams below us. Like, those teams are just competitive. Those teams are just having a good year. Like, I think the run of form is a concern for Tottenham fans, because, like, what do you do to fix this? Like, I don't see, like, a magic wand just, like, stopping all of this change of form, much like Liverpool. So that's just gonna have to come from the players that are in that locker room. But, like, to get back to your original question, like, if I was a Tottenham fan and you tell me I'm 5th place in a game behind top 4 with more than half of the season remaining, fuck yeah, I'm happy. Are you kidding me?
2 games behind top 4.
Sorry, 2 games. Sorry, 2 games out with more than half the season left. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so let me pose this other hypothetical though here to you. Let's say, because it's getting to that time of year, that a Carlo Ancelotti gets fired from Real Madrid, because there's rumors now after the Barcelona thrashing at the El Clasico.
But they're in
What?
second place. They're in second place in the league.
Yeah, but dude, Carlo, I don't know, man. Something I've been seeing a lot of rumors about that.
Really?
Anyways, you look at that. Look at the list of managers that are available right now. We also have a Poch that's roaming around. And I wouldn't be shocked if Tottenham tried that again, dude, because look at it this way, dude. He finished second in the league and won Champions League. Or no, sorry, almost won
I
Champions
mean,
League.
Daniel Levy did give Nuno Espirito a shot. So, I mean, like, he's not.
I think at this point, though, dude,
Yeah.
Conte isn't the fit. We would have known by now, dude. They splurged how much money on serious transfers this year, and nothing's worked. Like, I mean, you
I
look at
just think
like,
it's so reactive, dude. It's so fucking. It's so
yeah, of course it
impetuous.
is, dude.
It's
But
so
dude,
impetuous, dude. Like, because if you fire Conte mid-season with more than half of the fucking season left, where do you go? You're gonna go back to like Mauricio Pochettino, who you fired for the exact same reason you fired Conte for shitty form, for
I
not
think the
competing
Tuchel's.
for the league when that shouldn't be your expectations.
I think the Tuchel link is serious, dude.
No,
Because I don't think Conte enjoys
you know what
Tottenham
Tuchel
either.
is, though. Are you pro
But
Tuchel?
dude, no.
Because I'm not. If I was a Tottenham fan, I would be pro Tuchel.
I think, and this goes into my Everton take, honestly, that Tuchel it has a really good habit of finding teams that other people built and using them to his success. But the minute he has to rebuild the team because of transfers, it's done. Like, you take him at Dortmund, he took over for Klopp and had a yeah, freaking Chelsea. Frank Lampard built that entire squad.
Won a championship with it.
Yeah, and like, do I think that the Tottenham squad might be built for him to do well? Potentially.
The pieces are there. That's the thing. The pieces are there, dude. And I don't think that it's a Conte thing. I think it's more of just like,
dude, you say that?
They had so many players in the World Cup, bro. Like they're like their situation is similar, kind of similar to what Liverpool's are. Because,
but tell me this right now, though, dude, that Conte doesn't have a little more Jose Mourinho in him than he does Pep.
Oh, 1,000%. Like Conte reminds the way that Conte plays, like his style of football is kind of a lot like Diego Simeone. But not as not as terrorism-y, because Diego Simeone would literally put 40 people behind the ball if he could. Like if Sport had more players, he would use them all behind. He would still use them behind the ball. Like, that man is so scared of going forward, and I can definitely see some similarities. Like, the way that fucking Tottenham set up right after coming out of the locker room, everyone was behind the ball. Everyone was behind the ball. And it wasn't until City got their second goal that they were like, all right, well, I guess we'll start playing again. Like, they're so like, and the thing is, they have the players to fucking play City, to come out and play City. They have the talent to do that. They 1,000% do.
Especially, then he might have lost the dressing room, dude.
But that happened so quick, dude. Remember when they were fucking on fire last year? At the end of last season, from January on, dude, they were on fire. And then this, even like the little bit of a start of this season, they were also on fire. Like, this last 2 months, maybe month and a half, hasn't been good, and now you're gonna fire a guy over that? That just seems so fucking reactive. Like, you can't use. I feel like you can't extrapolate one man's almost, I guess, a year of work now down to just 2 months, 2 bad months, and be like, all right, yeah, you're gone. Because this is like who are you gonna get, dude? Like, Conte is a world-class manager, bro. He's a world-class.
It's reactive though, mate. I mean, you look at let's awkwardly transition with this same topic over to Chelsea right now.
Okay.
And look at Graham Potter. He's getting calls for his head already. Just because, and they had one win, and that's saving them right now. But they're sitting in 10th. And you look at them at 28 points right now, sitting in 10th. Do you think that who do you think's more on the hot seat at the end of the season for an early exit? Do you think a Graham Potter's a one and done because Boehlly is still trying to figure it out? Because he clearly has been showing in the transfer window, in my opinion, that he's a fly by the seat of his pants type of guy.
1000%.
And he might wake up.
This is what an American owner should look like.
No,
this
literally,
is what
dude.
an American owner should look. This takes me back. Do you remember? Sorry to cut you off, but do you remember
No.
do you remember the speech that British guy gave in The Other Guys, where he was like, "America's all about excessive. I myself have 15 Lamborghinis, a double baconator with extra bacon." That's what Todd Boehly is doing right now, dude. That is what he is fucking doing right now. This is what an American owner should look like, Joseph. This is it, dude. Fucking 100 million here, 80 million here. Who's this kid? I have no fucking idea, but my scout likes him. Here's another 95 million plus a fucking ball sack. This is what an American owner should look like, dude. I love it. I fucking love it. I wish Liverpool had this. I wish John Henry was like this, dude.
I would bite my fucking...
Even if it doesn't fit the plan. Like, this is what it should look like. Take more risks, bro.
I would bite my arm
make it all
off.
back, dude. They're going to make this all back.
100%, dude, because they're just going to transfer out anyone who doesn't work.
Yeah. They're going to make this all back. All this bullshit that I see on Twitter that, like, Chelsea's going to have to worry about financial fair play. No, they're fucking not, dude. Like, you can spend 75% of your annual revenue on transfer on transfers and player wages. And you could also make that back. And you can also make revenue from selling players. And you said it last episode. They have a fucking loan army, dude. They have so many guys that they can just fucking Conor Gallagher gone. There's a 60 million player for you. So you can definitely get Conor Gallagher off your books for 60 million pounds. No problem.
Easily. But dude,
Conte, another 80 mil. You could sell Conte for fucking 70 mil still. No problem. Like,
so the
30 million
the loan rule changes this year too. And I feel like a lot of people forget that. And I think that's another reason why Chelsea is bringing in so many people, because they can finally have a chance to thin out their like squad this year. Because I believe starting next year, you can only have 5 transfer loans in that aren't like an obligation to buy the loan. Mm-hmm. So Chelsea's going to have to clear so many books over the next 6 months that, watch our last video, you fuckers, and you would have seen us rant about this. So we're not going to get into that. But also, I agree with you, dude, so much too, dude. Boehly put on his fucking cowboy hat and said, dude, you guys are just like sitting here using this money to like fund your business. Like, I have 7 other businesses. Like, this is for fun. Like, I don't do
isn't
this.
Isn't he the CEO of Oracle or some shit like that? Or like, isn't he own Oracle or something? He does something in tech, dude.
Let's look up what Todd Boehly
I actually already have him pulled up. But
I think
keep speaking about this.
Okay.
I'm looking it up.
So the way I just look at it though too is that like, so how much is he worth? Let's see.
All right, I'll look that up. Net worth. Hold on. No, keep talking. I'll be your Jamie.
Like you look at like.
Okay, you want to? Okay, real fast. He's worth $5.3 billion.
Okay, there we go. And
there you go. That's your fucking answer right there, my guy.
There we go. Okay. So, and then what did he do for a living, William?
He was a CEO of this company called Eldridge. Now, Eldridge he's all over the place too. Eldridge employs more than 3,000 people and has made investments in over 70 operating businesses. So this sounds like he's just like a CEO of an investment firm that's fucking huge. I mean, the guy's worth $5.2 billion. So he's an investment guy. He's.
So this leads me. So this leads me to a whole other thing.
Yeah.
He is so rich.
Correct.
Yet he couldn't buy the Dodgers by himself. So he has like this like consortium. This is going to go deep inside the baseball for like a second, William. Mm-hmm. I know this from baseball knowledge that he has a consortium that also includes Magic Johnson. Now, I don't think Magic Johnson's in on this, but they own like 3 or 4 sports teams together. And so my whole point of this, though, is that if he needs to make money, he's going to use the Dodgers because the Dodgers is actually what he gives a shit about. Chelsea is write a blank check because my kids think it's cool that I own a soccer team, and I got them for $3 billion less than I would have on the open market.
What you were saying before we started recording, he saw his son playing fucking career mode, and he was like, "That looks sick. How do I do that?" Well, oh wait, I have $5.3 billion. How much is this club worth? What, 500 million? No problem.
Well, dude, but that's another thing that's so lost, bro. Yeah. Is that on the open market without Abramovich's being in all the shit he was in, that's a $5 billion club probably. Like Manchester United's about to get sold to the Saudis for like $5 or $6 billion. And bro, Chelsea might not get all of that, but they would have gotten 4.5 probably. And Boehly got it for 1.25, dude.
Yeah.
To save $3 billion on an asset, and just people think about how many zeros I'm talking about, and then think about 3 of them. And then think about saving that and going, I have $3 billion to play with because I'm $3 billion cheaper than what I wanted to buy this for. So he technically probably thinks in his brain, because he's a math guy like that, like he's like, wow, I got such a good deal. Why not reinvest all the money that I was going to spend on a soccer team into just more players to make more money? Because he has a top 10 club in the world now. Like, it's not one thing that like he went and spent like $600 million on fucking Everton and he's like trying to rebuild them. He fucking bought one of the best clubs in the world, dude, for a deal. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. And because, dude, this is like if John Dutton from Yellowstone owned a team.
I've never watched Yellowstone, but I mean, dude, no.
People who did would understand, because you said put his cowboy hat on and just plopped his nuts on the table and was just like, all right, we're just going to buy. I don't know who the fuck I'm buying, but I'm going to buy him too. Dude, he bought Mykhailo Mudryk and he bought the same player this window 3 times. They bought
they
bought Mudryk and they bought Felix on a loan.
I genuinely don't think he knows what he's doing, dude.
No.
I genuinely don't think he knows what he's doing. But like, also, like, at the same time, think about it this way, Will. Why would he give a shit? The Dodgers have made like at least, I think, the playoffs, if not have won their division every year for the last 10 years. He has a track record of being good at this thing eventually. He just has to figure it out. I would not be shocked if he's just like trying a new strategy of just let's throw as many darts at a board and see if one hits. Because, dude, soccer's the only sport where you can just offload guys to random teams in fucking 15 minutes, bro. He can call up fucking Benfica and be like, hey, you want Murdoch? He didn't really work out. We'll give him to you for 50. We still get 50% of our investment back and we get him off our books. You know, like like soccer's unlike any other sport like that, dude. Like in baseball, you're so handicapped when you fucking get someone because they got no trade clauses. They got fucking this and that and fucking.
Same thing with the NFL too. Like there's some clauses where like some players can't go to divisional opponents. Dude, Liverpool and we could in theory we could buy Harry Maguire, like no problem.
Yeah, dude.
Like in theory, like we really could.
Besides maybe Liverpool and Everton doing business and like Arsenal and Tottenham doing business, like, and even then, like Tottenham players will go to Arsenal in free agency and vice versa all the time.
Yeah,
like it's happened before. Like but to your point, dude, like even just like with our fucking sports in college, dude, there used to be rules against transferring into fucking the same fucking division, you know, and like every single sport in America is revolved around fucking like long-term investments in soccer. And you know, he might have solved it, bro, because Manchester City kind of did this too, dude. How many guys did they siphon through?
But this brings me to another question though. Is he buying the right players? Because they just need a striker.
They need a midfield too.
They need a midfielder and they need a striker. The 3 guys they brought in this window are neither of those. They're all creators. They're all like they're all like tricky wingers. They have a lot of pace. They're good on the ball. They're not like an out and out number 9 poach goals in the box, big old fucking striker that can. Like if they bought, if they did, because they could have solved all of this by just buying Victor Osimhen from Napoli. Granted, who knows if Napoli would have done that? But dude, all of this
January.
in January. Granted, that's the thing, but that's what I'm saying though, because at the end of this season, Osimhen's going to be 130 million dollars. Okay, 130 million pounds, around there, give or take, probably with the way this market is.
Maybe more.
Maybe a little bit more. That's not a whole lot more than what they've already spent on this window.
I mean, also to your point though,
So like,
if you look at it this way, dude, they could probably send Ziyech and like a midfielder and like 50 million.
And then also just they can buy Osimhen and also maybe like another fucking swoop deal and also just like another depth piece or something. Like they didn't need to do this, but like I feel like Todd Boehly, like he just saw a problem, and who knows if Graham Potter is like coming to him or coming to ownership and be like, I want Modric, I want Madueke, I want Wesley Fofana for what, 80 million pounds, even though he didn't buy Fofana, but like. When they did buy Fofana for 80 million pounds and with the history of his knee injuries, like that was a bit of a question mark. Like Badiashile, another question mark, young promising player, another question mark. They're also linked to Gavardiol. Like they're just so fucking. It's like what you said. They're just throwing darts at a board and just hoping one sticks, but like they're not attacking the actual problem, though. You know what I mean?
I think.
Like they're not actually getting to the issue. Like they need a striker and they need a 6.
I think you might be onto something though, if we're being honest, in terms of Potter might be coming to him this window, just because he's been very weird to answer if Pulisic is staying along with other guys that Tuchel brought in.
Yeah, this is not pro baby Jesus. I'll tell you that right now. Can we get that off
None
our
of
chest?
this is pro baby
Jesus.
Jesus. None of this is pro Sterling.
Yeah.
None of this is pro anyone that Tuchel or honestly Frank that wasn't an academy player. He likes a lot of the academy guys, it seems, Potter does. But like even like Mason Mount might want to start looking over his shoulder, because like the way I look at it, like the way I like look at it though is like think about it this way too, Will.
Havertz as well. And Havertz.
Havertz, he's gone, dude. I mean,
he has to go. He has to go.
Think about it this way though, mate.
Maybe even Mason Mount too, bro.
Brighton probably played with 2 wingers and a 10, and then 2 like attacking fullbacks. I'm not saying any of the guys that they brought in were attacking fullbacks, but if they're going to be playing with 2 wingers, they need at least 4 for the rotation if they're going to be playing any type of Europe. On top of that, too, Potter might think that he can make it work with a winger up top for half a season until summer, because to your point, Osman's going to be available. I also genuinely think that they're going to be in contention for like some serious names this summer because of the amount of money that they're willing to splash. Like I would not be shocked if they start going after like, you know, like maybe guys like Benzema who are on their way out at Real Madrid after a long career, because Benzema's getting up there in age. You know, like splash names. Like I would not be shocked if they make a run at like a Neymar this year or like something.
But they already have they have the left wing covered. The left wing is covered.
But I'm just telling you, mate, that's how Boehly's gonna roll, dude. He's gonna try to get as many people as he fucking can on board. I'm shocked that they didn't go after fucking Ronaldo though, for being honest.
Well, yeah, that Tuchel didn't want him at the time. Tuchel was.
But dude, the fact that Potter didn't bring him in, like I guess he doesn't fit the system that well. But at the same time, they need a striker so bad, and he would fit.
And like Aubameyang was just a fucking disaster as well. And like they bought a striker, but he didn't work out. And he's just like, there's just no want to from that fucking guy. Like,
do you think Thomas Tuchel is just a money laundering scheme at this point? Because the fact that he got Aubameyang fucking like, do you think he was money laundering to Barcelona just so that like they like Boehly could give them money, like, and he was like lying? Because like, dude, I'll tell you what, bro, that was the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That was so dumb. That was so dumb. And dude, every time,
dude, they spent how much on him? 25 million.
Yeah, And you know, like, how much is he making a week, dude? Like, he's probably making what, like 100 a
like
week?
100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he played him like a fucking fiddle, though, bro. Aubameyang was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm fucking good."
Yeah,
Bro,
he's like, I'm
you even
fucking
look
sick
at
nasty, dude. Look at,
dude.
don't even bother look at my hairline. Just ignore my hairline. Just look at these goals I scored back in 2014.
So here's one thing that I have to question for you, though. I could be wrong, but is Lukaku still on loan technically from them?
Yes, he's still at Inter. So
Hot take alert here, William.
oh, here we fucking go. Strap in.
Strap up.
Strap in. I'm fucking ready for this, dude. I feel like I'm on fucking crash course right now in Disney World.
Lukaku reclaims the number 9 and plays for Chelsea next year. He fits Graham Potter's system.
Dude, nah. They're gonna want to buy someone, dude. With the way, like at the rate they're going, why wouldn't they just buy somebody?
Because Lukaku, when he's in form, is a top 10 striker in the world, William. You and I both.
Yeah, dude. But like right now, he's ass at Inter. He's not good right now.
Yeah, but dude,
he's not in good form. And did you see him in the World Cup? He's not in good form. Did you see him before he went to Inter? Not in good form, dude. I just don't. I don't think. I think that Chelsea in Lukaku bridge is burnt. Honestly,
dude.
In my personal opinion.
Graham Potter though had fucking Neil Maupay looking like fucking Pele out there some games, dude. Yeah. I think he could get Lukaku to fucking head a ball in for him on a long ball. You know, like the way that I just look at it, dude. End of the day. It isn't the fact that Lukaku is some killer instinct guy. It's that they're going to get him back into camp, and he's going to be head above heels the best striker that they have. And on top of it, too, who are they going to get for under £100 million when also Lukaku fits Potter's system well in the sense that he runs in behind well. He can also target man. And on top of it, too, he's a big body.
Yeah, no, I agree, dude. I mean,
that's my hot take.
I feel like Victor. Like I just have my mindset on Victor Osimhen for some reason. Like I think I want him for Liverpool so bad, and like any team that needs a striker, I'm just like this is Victor Osimhen.
Yeah,
because like, dude, he's just so fucking good right now, and like he's already been linked with Chelsea and other big clubs in the Prem. So like, I definitely wouldn't be surprised that if he goes somewhere in the Big Six. This
what do you think about what do you think about Ivan Toney potentially?
Bro, how is he still playing? First of all, if we're
That's
just
a great question.
If we're just gonna generate narratives, I love this part. If we're just gonna generate fake narratives, how is he even still fucking playing, dude?
I don't know, dude. I mean, from one fellow gambler to another, how can I hate on him? But also like, I think Ivan Toney is also a perfect transition with him.
Yeah. We had it. Yeah.
Into last week's record. Can I go over it real quick for the people?
Please do.
So last week we started off pretty decent,
and
then Saturday was a bloodbath for you for your boys here. Manchester City and Liverpool, as well as Everton and West Ham, really let us down. Now, we recovered well on Sunday. William went 3-0 on Sunday, folks. If you would have tailed William 3-0, he was giving you out free money on Sunday. And the fact that you didn't take it is your problem.
Sharp. I'm a sharp.
I went 2-1, so I was giving out somewhat free money.
The show wins money, folks. The show knows. The show knows. That's just the show knows.
We went 11-11. Total was a pod. 5-6 for William. 6-6 for Joe.
Yeah,
we're not looking awful last week. I think overall, though, if you would have parlayed some of our smaller game cards, like Newcastle Fulham, and Aston Villa Leeds, and Nottingham Leicester, and Brentford Bournemouth, we all had a winning bet in some way, shape, or form. And that's
honestly, that's good enough for me. In some shape or form, like I'll take that, dude.
One of you idiots out there is going to figure out a way to parlay all of our picks. Something is going to click on the board, and you're going to win a bunch of money. You're going to go, "Thank you, Line Crew," and we're going to go, "You're welcome."
You are fucking welcome. But that being said,
what's happening?
What's happening?
Let me shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake his hand. Well, okay, I want to shake Jurgen Klopp's hand because he's about to beat Chelsea. Okay, Liverpool versus Chelsea. You guys see the line there. It is now at a half in favor of Liverpool. Money line minus 116 to Liverpool. Plus, what is that? 320, Joe? Plus 320 for Chelsea. And
Yes,
the
sir.
over under is 2 1/3. So, Joseph, let's start with you. Let's start with you because Chelsea is obviously the team that we were just talking about, and I'm now and now we could have naturally transitioned way better into this game, but that's whatever.
Damn.
I'll let that one slide. I'll let it slide. Chelsea's obviously the team that we were just talking about. They're playing my Liverpool, who are coming off a should be confidence boosting win over Wolves at Molineux. Never a tough place to win. I don't care what competition it is. I don't care if you're playing a charity match. It's not tough. It's not easy to win at Molineux. But it's not a rating night at Stoke either. But that's a whole different fucking environment.
Wolves also had their back against the wall, William. We cannot.
Yeah.
Wolves is literally fighting for their lives, people.
Mhm.
If this is your first season watching Prem, just know that sometimes teams that are facing relegation play better than title contenders.
Facts. But speaking of should be title contenders, who should win this game and why?
So I'm gonna give my my pick, and then could you give us a little rundown on this game and maybe Liverpool's form? But I'm gonna ride with your boys on this. I'm taking Liverpool, but I'm only gonna take the money line just because I don't really trust half a goal. I mean, actually, looking at it now, I'm gonna take draw. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
take draw,
That's not a bad bet.
and then I'm gonna take money line as my have to pick for the sake of gambling purposes only. So I'm gonna go.
I would say
like
maybe
that,
even take draw straight up and then put Liverpool to parlay money line.
Yeah, I actually really
you could
like
also
that.
do that. You could also do that. But why?
So,
Why do you think
Chelsea?
Liverpool would win this game?
So Chelsea is in a pickle right now. They're gonna go to Anfield.
So are
We're
we.
looking. Yeah, but I'm looking at this in a situation of two that Chelsea's midfield isn't going to be something that's going to give your guys an issue, which is your biggest problem.
Correct.
And then looking at Chelsea's defense, I think even if Darwin is still his shit form, which we can get into later, or we don't even have to talk about, I think Liverpool has enough attacking talent, and also Gakpo's coming into the team, I'm assuming, this week.
Mhm.
So we should be seeing a little more attacking style from them. And also, I think that if they can score 2, Chelsea doesn't have 3 goals in them.
Mhm.
So I think at least a 2-2 draw would be like my holy shit, this is a shit fuck game scenario. And realistically, I think it's like a comfortable 2-1 victory for Liverpool.
Yeah, that would be huge because, like I just said, we won that game against Wolves in the FA Cup, coming off that just abysmal performance against Brighton at Brighton, where we just did not even get off the fucking bus. It looked like right now, Joseph, is honestly, I mean, hot take here. It's about you have to win games back to back multiple times.
Yeah.
I know that's a hot take, but this is a time where, in going off of that and being less than in jest, you need to now stack wins as many as fucking possible just to even build a semblance of confidence. Because if you look at it, we're playing with pretty much the exact same team that we've had over the past couple of years. A couple guys missing in and out, but the spine of this team is still intact, right? And
Which is an issue.
Which is an issue. Granted, it's a spine that the C7 vertebrae is in a million pieces, and it could be kind of weird, and scoliosis is creeping in. But before the scoliosis sets in, I think this team still has one more shot at really, really looking like the Liverpool of old. And I think that purely comes down to just confidence. I think if we just reinstill some confidence in these guys, and yes, I know people are tired, and I know Henderson looks off of it, but it's so reductive to just say they don't have the legs to do this anymore. They definitely do. They definitely are still good enough to do this. They can do this. It's just a question of, do the players think that? And once I think that we stack a couple of wins and we see ourselves creep up the board a little bit more, then I think that we will be able to actually build momentum. And that's the biggest fucking thing in this league, is building momentum, getting on a stretch and sticking to that stretch and not deviating. And obviously that is boiled down to just, you have to win. I know that's a hot take, but like, there's no other there's no other fucking magic recipe to it. You just have to play with some fucking confidence, and I think Darwin coming back this week is also going to be a massive help. I think Darwin is back. Darwin, I don't know if he's going to start. I would actually love him more if you come off the bench, like in the 60th minute, and just do all sides, because, like, yes, he can't finish, but he does everything else brilliantly. And that's a fact. He does everything else really fucking well. He just can't finish. And at the position of a goal scorer, scoring goals would be something you would like to be good at. But that will come. But with his movement, he opens everything up for Mo. And I feel like Darwin coming back from this little bit of a hiatus he's had, and just had that time to calm down and self-reflect. I feel like he will instill some confidence in the squad, and just being able to knock off a Big Six rival like Chelsea. I feel like it will instill some confidence. I'm definitely riding with the boys here. That was the most verbose way to say I'm going to take Liverpool, but I'm going to take Liverpool.
I don't disagree with you with anything that you just said. The thing that scares me about Liverpool, mate, is that it's not the spine. It's the fact that the spine was like part of a well-oiled machine, and then management, not even Klopp, forgot to change the oil and get subs for when you guys play fucking Middlesbrough on a Tuesday in the FA Cup. And now you got half of your squad playing those fucking games because you don't want to lose the first round of the FA Cup. But when remember when you guys beat Everton 3-0 with your fucking kids in the FA Cup?
Yes.
That was peak Liverpool.
Correct.
We are so far from that now. And it's just so clear, honestly, in my opinion, that FSG was ready to sell and has been ready to sell for a while, because their lack of vision is so shocking when you look across the board at Chelsea, or you even just look at even Tottenham, who's having a bad season. We've talked extensively about them. They still spent about 150 million last summer. I mean, if you look at Liverpool, sure, that you guys spent decent, but Gakpo is the type of transfers that you need to be making, not fucking Darwin, And it's I just look at it as it was lazy last summer,
I agree. I agree. If you want, I feel like Darwin was the pretty flash in the pan, and he torched Virgil van Dijk at Anfield a couple times in the Champions League when he still played for Benfica. And he was just torturing us, and we still ended up winning that game, granted, but he was the best player on that pitch without a doubt. And he's his goal scoring record in that league was also very good. He scored 30 years, 35 goals or something like that. So I feel we bought him for once. We bought him for one season of work.
Yeah.
We spent 100 million on him.
The way that I look at it too is that a shrewd FSG 5 years ago would have bought Jude Bellingham last summer for the money that you guys spent on Darwin before the World Cup, knowing that his price was only going to go up. Yeah. Because now you guys probably cost yourself at least you guys might have been able to get him for 75 last summer.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I feel dude, when it comes to Darwin, I still stand by my take when I said he does everything else well. He does everything else correctly.
100%.
He just can't fucking put the ball in the back. He just can't. And once he sees a couple go in, once he just sees because he's already scored 7 or 8 goals this year in 18 games. That's not awful. That's not bad. I mean, you would want your 100 million. You would want your 100 million striker to bang in more goals. But dude, like he's adapting to a whole new fucking country. Like, give the kid some time. Like,
But
I
dude,
like
I
I
feel
like
like
I want him to score just as much as any other Liverpool fan. But like, just
I
give the
just
kid some time, man.
I just feel like for 30 million less in Prem experience, you could have bought Tammy Abraham, you know?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like shit like that is what I'm just like, really FSG? Like Darwin? Like
Yeah. No, I
really?
I get that though. I get what you're trying to say.
Like it just seems lazy. Like I'm sorry. Like unless Klopp walked into the office and said, "I want Darwin Nunez. He's gonna be my number 9 for the rest of my life until I'm a fucking dead in the ground in Liverpool." Like that's fucking one thing. But like let's not act like he's Louis fucking Suarez. You know, like just because he's Uruguayan and fucking scored a decent amount in Benfica doesn't make him fucking Suarez. You know.
No, I agree, dude. I agree. But when it
I
when
don't
it
know. I
comes,
just
go ahead.
it's just, dude, you guys broke your whole entire model for him.
We did. We did. We did. That we did. Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah. And I agree with you 1000%. Like, it's like we don't do that.
You Evertoned it.
Yeah.
You fucking Evertoned it.
Yeah, we did. But like I said, bro, like he's still like the kid's only 22 years old.
That's fair.
He's on a finished product. As of right now, we have Evertoned it. We like as of right now, we've completely bottled that transfer. I will
It
completely agree
just
with you on that.
it
But
just
like
reeks of
until there's a
moist
larger,
keen.
you need a larger body of work, dude. Like
That's
what?
fair.
Like
That's fair.
not even a
We'll
half
give it one more
season in the
year.
Prem like is not enough. Like just to say this guy sucks. Like yeah, he's bad right now, but like give it at least a full fucking season. Like before
Okay,
you say like Darwin's a flop take.
so then week 19 next year, we're gonna reconvene.
Sure.
And if he doesn't have at least 7 goals by week 19, he's a flop.
Agreed. Agreed. Then I'll agree with that take.
Okay.
I'll agree with
Okay.
that
Moving
take.
on
All
then.
right. Moving
We
on.
can
Next game.
we
Southampton,
monkey off the chest.
monkey out the chest. Aston Villa is going to St. Mary's to take on the last place Southampton Saints, who are in abysmal form. The money line, well, the spread right now is dead even right now. Money line for Southampton and Villa are what, 1+182 for Southampton and +150 for Villa. Over is 2.5. Joseph, I'm gonna take. I feel like this is a don't think, just throw bet. Villa and Villa. Easy.
Same. We just
Villa and Villa. All right.
Southampton has
Consensus.
nothing, dude.
Southampton's really
Good
bad.
evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening all over your fucking face. All right.
Oh, not in the face, mate.
Next game. Speaking of in the face, next game, West Ham versus Everton. Everton's gonna be an away game for Everton. Well, last away game, silver lining for you guys. Last away game, you guys tied City, so there's that.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Our fans boo us. We don't fucking like being at home.
That's true. That's true. All right, spread is a third. Money line is -130 for West Ham and +400 for Everton. God damn, over under 2.5. Joseph, I'm gonna start with you on Everton. Does Everton win this game, and why?
When my back's against the wall. That's why, William.
That's why, mate. Hungry dog runs faster.
Holding on for dear life. That's what Everton's doing right now, too. But, okay. So, I'm going to put this game into perspective super, super quick. This is, and I quote, I shit you not. Loser goes home in the sense that manager gets fired after this, whoever loses, no cap. They might genuinely draw well just so that no one gets fired.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
I love the
Like,
draw, dude.
I think the draw
draw.
is super cheeky. So I have a new strategy for the folks out there. And hear me out on this one, right? This is for the true degens here. If you really like a money line dog and you take them, let's say 10 to win 40 and 5 on the draw, you at least make all your money back on your money line if you win the draw. And if you win the money line, you're out $5 on your $40 cash out. You win $35 net. That's going to be my new strategy for games like this because I'm taking Everton money line and the draw.
I love that. It's going to be a draw for me, champ. It's going to be a draw for me, coach. I honestly, dude, I think what you said is not only hilarious but also very true. They're just going to draw just to make sure no one gets fired. Because David Moyes' seat is very hot, and Frank literally cannot have one more embarrassing loss. And if he has another embarrassing loss, I think that's it.
If we lose by more than 2 goals, Frank might not be able to ride the bus home. Like they might genuinely be like, "You can just hang out, dude."
He might not even be able to get his stuff out of his office.
No, literally.
Like he won't be able to get his family picture off his desk. Like that's how fucking mad Everton will be at Frank Lampard if he loses.
You know what the saddest part is, though, bro? Is that this goes back to our Conte conversation, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to fucking giving a manager time, dude?
Yeah.
He's been there for a calendar year, William.
Yeah.
A calendar year. We were in the same spot, basically, in terms of points that we were in last season, this season. But the Premier League's just a little bit better. But
it's so much better now, dude. It's not a little bit, but it's so much better now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so much better from what it was 2 years ago. From what, not even. It's so much better from when Frank Lampard took over as Everton manager. Like and that was you said it's a calendar year. It's literally have gotten so much more fucking competitive within that 365 days. It's nuts.
The level was like, here, wait, I got to put down my mic for this visual. Colin Cowherd-esque. The level was fucking here when Rafa took over.
Yeah.
Right? In September.
Yes.
It got to about here at our peak goodness with Rafa when we were like 3-5 and we were like doing like something. We were like being fucking epic.
You guys are scrappy. You guys are like the fun scrappy team to fucking watch. Yeah.
Then fucking Arsenal figured out how to play football.
Mm-hmm.
As well as Tottenham found that form that we were talking about when they went on that run.
Mm-hmm.
And Chelsea and Tuchel were still coming off of the UCL. And it jumped from like here to like here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rafa got fired. And then Frank took over. And then Arsenal almost fucking came in top 4 and Tottenham stole that. And now Arsenal found another gear. And Brighton found a gear. And
now Brighton's fucking good now.
And
now Fulham's good now. Like Fulham was relegated. Fulham was fucking. They were playing fucking Swansea last year, dude. And they're
that's what I'm saying.
In the Prem, and they sold players. They sold the guy.
And then let's not forget that Nottingham Forest, who was everyone's favorite to finish bottom of the basement, spent $250 million this summer out of nowhere because their owner was just like, yeah, I'm Greek. We never get to do shit like this. I'm going to go off, bro.
Yeah, he was like, in my country, the economy's fucked. I can't spend money like this.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there are riots right now in my hometown.
Bro, so to your point though, like the level is so high right now.
So much higher, dude.
And like I'm gonna read you off some of our wins, dude, and just some of our games, bro. Because when I start reading you off these games, you're gonna be like, why the fuck would they consider firing Frank? When you also look at the fact that our roster is shit, dude. Besides the guys that he's brought in, no one would take any of these guys.
Speaking of transfer rumors, where the fuck have you guys been?
Dude, we don't have any money.
No money, bro. You guys just have no money.
No, dude. Because our owner
is spending all the money on the state. Did Angry Birds not pay you guys enough?
No, dude. They did not pay nearly enough.
Dude, that's a shit game, and they're also a shit sponsor. Did Kazoo not pay you guys enough?
Nah, dude. We have a new sponsor.
You're fucking spliffed.
All right. So listen to this.
You guys got spliffed by a game people play when they're taking a shit. That's embarrassing, dude.
So we've been on a bad run of form, right?
Yeah.
But earlier in the season, so before New Year, December 31st, New Year's Eve, we tied Manchester City at Manchester City. We had a bad run of form, lost to Bournemouth, lost to Leicester. Not great. We tied Fulham, which is looking like a great draw right now.
Mm-hmm. Great
We
draw.
beat Crystal Palace 3-0, thrashed them.
That's a great win.
I'm pretty sure we took Manchester. All right, so then we lost to Newcastle 1-0, which is a pretty solid loss in my opinion, because Newcastle's sitting fourth pretty right now. We got Tottenham. We lost 2-0 to Tottenham. We took Manchester United to the death 2-1, and we beat West Ham 1-0 and drew you guys, as well as drew Leeds and drew Brentford and drew Nottingham Forest and lost to Aston Villa on the death. Like, that's not a great season.
But those aren't a lot of losses though. You guys are. I feel like you guys don't have a great squad, but you have a fucking spine, dude. You guys have players there that can win you games.
Dude,
or
when
can
was
at least
the last
be
time?
competitive. Like, at least be better than this, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna take you back in time real quick too, to last season.
Quickly.
Where the final team, Norwich, had 22 points. We're 7 points from 22 points in last place right now, and we're still halfway to go. That just goes to show you how competitive this league is right now, folks.
Yeah,
and that's all I really have to say about that. But like, this is gonna go down to the wire. This is gonna be a dogfight. I think draw is the right move, though.
Yeah, all in all, take a draw. All right, finally. I went on my rant. Joseph goes on his rant. That's how we fucking do it on this show. Okay, everyone gets their fair say on this fucking show. All right.
I love it.
Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest, a game that I promise you are not going to want to watch because this game sucks. But I like Bournemouth because Nottingham Forest is in shambles. So give me Bournemouth, I guess. Bournemouth or a draw.
Forest.
Give me Bournemouth or a draw. Because no, it's at Bournemouth. If it was at Nottingham Forest, I would be more pro trees.
So
I guess.
So you're going draw?
I'm going. Sure, I'll go draw. This is a draw game.
I'll ride with you, dude.
Yeah, why not?
Draw.
All right. We kind of have to go a little rapid fire here. Leicester City versus Brighton. How do you not bet on Brighton after what they're just on fucking fire right now? And you're getting them in plus money at plus 109. First of all, yeah, it's Brighton versus Leicester City. Spread is a quarter. Money line for Leicester plus 257. Brighton plus 109. Over under 2.5. How do you not take Brighton? Like I just said, Brighton's on fire. They just sold Leandro Trossard. They just sold Leandro Trossard to Brighton, but to Arsenal. I mean, there's not going to be much of a miss because Brighton's just.
He didn't even play last week.
Yeah, they're functioning at like an extremely high fucking level right now. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. I was looking at the board a little earlier, and there's some games that just scream draw to me, and more often than not, I'm wrong as shit. But this is a game that screams draw to me. Draw on the under, Joseph, for me on this game, please. I don't know why. I could just see it. There's no analysis. There's no trends. It's just a pure. Sometimes you just have to go with the gut, and I'm going with the gut.
No, that's fair, mate. But I'm honestly gonna go with Newcastle minus a half here. I think that they're in just way too good a form
at Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I think Crystal Palace is a little lost right now. I think they're trying to get all
after that draw with Man U, though. You don't think that Michael Elise free kick was nasty, though, dude?
Yeah, how many did
that was gross? But that was fucking. Just say it was gross. Just say it was gross.
It was gross, dude. It was gross.
It was disgusting. Yeah.
But like this is where I wish we had really good editing, because then we could put his like goal and then put Adam Sandler in like Uncut Gems where he goes, "I think I'm gonna come."
Yeah. I can see if I can work my magic on that one.
Okay, but anyways, Newcastle I think scores at least 3 just because their attack is so unreal, and I think Crystal Palace is still just, dude. They like half of their guys that they bought got hurt like 3 weeks in, and I feel like they've just been hurt all season.
Is Odsonne Edouard still on the fucking team?
Yeah, but he's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. Okay, I was about to say I haven't heard his name in forever.
He was hurt
for a while.
Zaha was dinged up for a little bit. He's back,
but he's still nasty.
Ducouré was out for a little bit. They also had Richards was out for a while, but he's back. So is their first choice keeper.
Yeah,
because they were starting Wayne fucking Hennessy for a little bit.
who's not good.
Not good. No.
Guaita is disgusting, but Wayne Hennessy's not good. Great name,
Yeah.
but not good at soccer.
All right. We need to
Next
move
game.
on to the Captain American game.
Yeah, Leeds United States of America versus Brentford. Leeds are somehow favored in this game. When it comes to the
Home
spread,
game.
they are minus a quarter, money line plus 137, over under 2 1/3. Joseph, this game is going to be at Leeds. Brentford are on fire right now. Brentford's playing really good football. Thomas Frank is a great manager. Hot take: if Jurgen Klopp does end up getting fired, Thomas Frank would be a candidate. For me, at least, personally. I like the way that guy plays. I'm taking Brentford here. I think this is a really simple game. This is another think don't another throw don't think game. Brentford money line plus 105. That's free money. That's free fucking money. I hate to do this to Jesse Marsh because I love Jesse Marsh and I'm pro Leeds all the way. Jesse Marsh might actually be my biological father as well, but I'm going to go against my father and bet on my other father, who is Thomas Frank.
I'm going Leeds. Home
Okay.
game. Back against the see. I'm gonna revert to back against the wall a lot this season because I am firmly entrenched in a second relegation battle, and it's kind of electric. I'm not gonna lie. And I think Leeds needs at least 3 wins in the next 10 games to ensure survival. And I think this is one of those games that they have to circle because Brentford's takeable at home.
Really?
I think so, dude. Just because, hear me out now.
Okay.
Leeds isn't one of those teams that's going to possess the ball a lot,
True.
and they're not going to really like ram it down your throats conventionally. They're more of a counterattack type of, get a good set piece. Where I look at Brentford in the same type, but I think Leeds is gonna force Brentford to have to control the game. And I don't like Brentford in games where they have to control it. Like I really like them against teams like even like Bournemouth last week, I'm pretty sure is who they played. They let Bournemouth control it, but Bournemouth's also very much a possession team. Where I look at Leeds isn't gonna try to pass them to death, and I think Brentford's gonna get caught up.
Leeds do their work when they don't have the ball because they just press the fuck out of you. They do all their work without the ball.
Plus, dude, not to mention too, bro, that like Brentford's one of those teams, dude, that might be smelling their own farts. Because they are
so you think it's a come down game. You think it's a come back down to earth game.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're very comfortably sitting in 13th right now at 46 points.
But wouldn't you want Leeds to lose? Wouldn't you be pro Brentford because Leeds are what above Everton, right?
29. Yeah, but I'm not being a bet like that. I really Leeds is also almost out of contention. That's why I say 3 and 3 in the next 10. They almost guarantee safety. Because they're sitting on 17 points right now. I think if they win this game and they get up to 20th, they are in the 13 area, and that's the safety zone. I think the teams that are really facing relegation right now are Southampton, Everton, West Ham, Bournemouth, Wolves, and Leicester. I think those 5 teams need to be or six teams need to be on high alert. And then I think Leeds and Nottingham have to win like 2 more games in the next couple weeks, and they're like through basically.
Okay,
that's my take on it.
Okay, table relegation breakdown from Joseph Artuso himself. We get a lot of those because Everton just like lives in the relegation zone. All right, next game. Wolverhampton is going to I guarantee you this is going to be a very, very empty Etihad. I guarantee it. They didn't even fill out against Tottenham today, which is a fucking disgrace. Manchester City is obviously lane 2 and a quarter. Money line's minus 808. God damn. And then over under is 3 and a quarter. This game sucks. I guess City and the points. City and I guess I mean, Wolverhampton
Yeah.
has absolutely zero shot. City in the points.
Yeah, after today, I think they
Sorry,
found it.
that's not City. That's United. I apologize because Arsenal and City play this week.
No. That is City because Arsenal plays Manchester United, dude.
Do they really? I thought Arsenal and City play.
No.
No, I'm wrong. So take back everything I just said. So that's United and Wolverhampton. Oh, that changes some things. Wolverhampton could probably
No.
get a point off of United. No.
No. It's City and Wolves and Arsenal and United. You were right the first time.
Wolverhampton and United and City. Fuck!
Clip it, dude. Clip it.
Wolverhampton and Manchester City.
We're taking. Let's fucking move on to Arsenal and the other side of Manchester.
Arsenal
Manchester
and the other
United.
side of Manchester. Joseph, you take it from here, bro. I can't fucking talk. I'm so
Arsenal,
pissed.
Manchester United.
Jesus
Folks,
Christ.
give him a break. It's his last day at FanDuel. People are mean to him on the internet, dude.
God,
mean to him. He's basically the exact opposite of an OnlyFans girl. Instead of getting love and like praise, he gets vitriol and hate from all
dude,
people.
I'm like Andrew Tate's cam girls, but just like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. It's not pretty, but moving on. We got Manchester United taking on Arsenal at the at the Emirates. We got Arsenal favorite minus a half. We also have them money line minus 112. We got Manchester United catching plus 305 as their money line, and the over under is 2 3/4. I'm personally, William. I'm gonna leave this off real quick. Manchester United all day.
Arsenal.
In the sense that I'm taking them plus. I'm taking them plus a half though.
It's at Arsenal, Joseph. It's at Arsenal. It's at the Emirates.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude. It's Arsenal all fucking day long. It's all fucking day long. And Paulo would hate that I'm saying that because he probably doesn't want me betting on Arsenal, but I'm going to bet on Arsenal.
Okay, so Arsenal
all day long.
Minus
Arsenal at home, dude. They don't lose at home. They don't draw at home.
That is true. Ever since Arteta has taken over, they've been something.
Like Emirates is a fucking fortress right now, dude.
Yeah. All right. Arsenal a half. Consensus, folks. Consensus.
All
right. Final game of the week.
London Derby, dude.
Dude. Who do you like in this, William, and why?
Dude, I'm going to take Fulham plus the quarter just because I want them to win. And because I know it, just because that's going to be an awesome stadium to watch, just to hear on TV. Like that stadium, because like I want those fans to go nuts and I want to see crazy reactions. So I'm going to bet on that and I'm going to take Fulham plus the quarter. And I might even bet the money line because, like, dude, I don't hate that at all because, like, we just saw what Tottenham did today. Okay, they more than just bottled it. They took a shit, and then the shit ran down their legs, and then they tucked their penis and made a pussy out of it. Like they fucked the bed so fucking hard today that they don't have any confidence left. That squad's dead this year, at least.
I'm with you on that, and I'm going to raise you that I'm going to add Fulham money line to that little parlay of Liverpool money line.
I love that,
and I also like Villa money line. I would parlay the three of those.
I might ride that with you. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah,
I might ride that. All right.
On that note,
folks,
I think that's a pod.
That's the pod. Those are the games. We appreciate you listening. Thank you for listening to our rants, and we appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the NFL wildcard. Fucking A, Joseph. I cannot wait. Well, not the wildcard. I cannot wait for the divisional round. I mean.
It's gonna be something, dude.
It's gonna be fucking sick. All right, guys, have a great night. Good luck.
Peace.